You find the links to the two videos I have mentioned in the description box below this video. And if you ask me what is the side that I'm showing you or teaching you, you will learn how to measure your breast and your body, and you will be able to make any bra cup size to fit you. I show you exactly how to do it. You need tape measurement to be able to make the bra cup in a way that make a calculation that will fit you. And the yarn I use in this project is Alize Bahar, and it's a sport weight yarn. I would say use any sport weight yarn that you have, but if you have Alize Bahar in hand, you will love this yarn. It's very beautiful yarn to work with this project because it's 100% cotton and I love cotton. You already know that. I put the link also to Perfect Yarn if you want to purchase the same yarn at the same place that I have mine. And yeah, this is an easy and fun project to do. I'm going to finish my second cup, so go ahead, go do your mandala and your cup, then come back here. I show you how to put it together, and also the underbreast part that is so gorgeous. I love this design. Alright, I see you when you got the mandala and the bra cup. So this is your bra cup. I hope you have something like this, two bra cups getting ready to connect. And this is the right side. Now I'm going to turn it over because we're going to crochet under the breast, and we're going to connect the motif as well in the middle. We're going to connect the mandala there and crochet from under the breast to connect these three pieces together. So yeah, I finished my second cup, which is the left cup, and my yarn is on the left side. I will have to cut the yarn because I have to start from the right side there and crochet toward the left because I'm a right hand crocheter. So if you finish the same as mine, which is there, you need to cut the yarn. Make sure to chain one before you cut the yarn. I show you this is the inside because I have a little knot there and I want to keep that little knot inside the cup. So yeah, go ahead, chain one and cut the yarn. Why do I chain one before I cut the yarn? Because this way I secure my work and it's not gonna ravel, it's not gonna coming out easily. So yeah, let's do it. Now you're going to slip knot into the right corner of the right cup. Chain two, and this chain two is just to build up the yarn. You're going to add half double crochet in the same stitch, which is the first one, and now we count as one half double crochet, and then one half double crochet in each stitch across. For me, my side, I'm going to add another 34, so in total is 35 half double crochet in this row. You should count your stitch as well when you make the cup. Write down your little notebook so that you know how many stitches you have. And if you have written pattern, you will see that we have a stitch count for you already for different sizes from tester, also the picture from tester, what they made and how it look on them. So go ahead to do 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across until you arrive at the end. I meet you there. And here I have made 35 half double crochet in this row 1 on the right cup. And now I'm going to connect the motif, this mandala. Make sure that your mandala is also on the right side. Well, my mandalas look the same, right side or wrong side. They both look pretty neat. So I'm just going to shoot this side to be the right side. And to connect, there we're going to chain 1 and add 1 single crochet right at the middle of the mandala. And then chain 1 again. Then you add 1/2 double crochet in the first stitch of the left bra cup, and that count 1/2 double crochet. And 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across. And again, this side I will have 35 half double crochet in total, and you will have the same 35 half double crochet in total if you do the same size, or if you do different size, you will have the same number count with your first bra cup, because it should be the same. Alright, just go along with this half double crochet until the end of the row, and then we're gonna start the second row together. And by the way, I always finish my last stitch in the second chain of turning chain, because we do half double crochet, so it should be second chain of turning chain. When you count the stitch, you should have the right number, so no worry about that. Yeah, and now this is what your work should look like. We already have mandala connect, so round 2, chain 2, turn out work. And this round is super easy. You're going to add 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across. For me, this round 2, row 2, always confuse row and round. Chain 2 always to build up the yarn, and then I will add, you already see half double crochet in the first stitch from previous row, or this case is like the half double crochet from previous row. So I add 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across, and this row I will have 73 half double crochet. Why? Because one cup 35 half double crochet, the second cup 35 half double crochet, and we have 3 stitches at the middle, which is chain 1 single crochet to connect with mandala, and another chain 1. So we will have total of 73 half double crochet. So here we are in the middle, and that is a chain 1. I add 1/2 double crochet, and that single crochet I add 1/2 double crochet there. This is the middle part, and I have to add another half double crochet. I don't add inside the single crochet, I just go around it. It's easier and more secure. I just want to show you how it looks like. So it's better to go around the stitch, not to inside the stitch, because this way, like I said, it's secure better. And then you're just gonna add 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across in the other cup, and this way you're going to have 73 half double crochet for your row 2. And here is our row 2 done. Now we're going to turn our work. Okay, chain 2, turn our work. Make sure you turn it nicely. I mean, in the end, mandala can twist, and you can just twist it back later. Just make sure you turn both cup. So yeah, and watch out here. You see on the top, when you put your work, you see the arrow. It's like the stitch point into the left side. But what we do, we're gonna turn our work in this way, so you see the stitch turn into the right side. So you want to face your work in this way, that the stitch turn to the right side. And now we're going to add half double crochet front loop only. We do like we usually do half double crochet, but front loop only. We're going to poke the hook into that front loop, and make sure that your work lay this side. See, front loop only. And now we're gonna add half double crochet. This making the piece more like 3D texture, like the texture is more vivid. And now you're going to add half double crochet front loop only, like so, in each stitch across. And again, you're going to have 73 half double crochet front loop only. If you get a little confused about which loop or which side you should look, just go back and see, slow down the part where to turn your work. You have to see your stitch in this way, kind of like the arrow point into the right side. This is the way your work will turn out, the same like my one. When you got it, just come back and do this. Front loop only, half double crochet, front loop only, each stitch across. Just want to show you in your last stitch, you will see something like this. Don't be panic. If you cannot put in front loop only, you can just put into 2 loop if you want. Because if you put front loop only, maybe it's not secure enough. So just choose what you want to do. It's okay. The last stitch you can just do the way that is good for you, like feel secure for you. What I just did, I just also do half double crochet front loop only. But if you miss that, it's not gonna make any big deal. So here, look at the texture. It's really 3D looking. This is what we want to happen. And now what you have to do for row 4, 5, 6, you're just gonna repeat row 3 like so. Chain 2, turn the work, and do the same what you just did for row 3. So you should have something like this by now. I add the stitch marker at the center of the work. I will explain to you why. And just want to show you the texture. You should have the same texture like I have. It looks a little bit like knit, no? Because it's kind of like vivid and really 3D looking. I love that so much. And now it's a shell stitch rows. We're going to count the shell stitch rows, like from row 1, row 2 again. So yeah, prepared for now you're gonna turn your work and prepare for the next row, which we're going to now count as row 1 of shell stitch rows. I ask you to add a stitch marker like me at the center of the mandala. Just, look with your eyes. Just see from mandala down which stitch is the middle, and then add 1 stitch marker there. And you will need another 2 stitch markers. You're going to count from the center stitch where you have a stitch marker. You count 8 stitches from there to the right side, and you add 1 stitch marker there. And you're going to count 8 stitches to the left from the middle. And add another stitch marker over there. So now you know how many stitches you have. 8 to the left, 8 to the right is 16 plus 1 in the middle, 17 stitches from the left to the right or right to the left. Alright, and now we're going to start our row 1 of this shell stitch row. And here row 1, chain 2 to build up the yarn. Turn your work, and you're gonna add half double crochet front loop only in the first stitch from previous row, and then 1 half double crochet front loop only in each stitch, in each of the next 27 half double crochet stitch. because you're gonna meet with the stitch marker then. So in total you're going to make in this row before you meet the stitch marker, you're going to make 28 of half double crochet front loop only. And if you do different size, I hope you have the number written down in your book. And yeah, go ahead until you arrive at the stitch marker. And when you arrive at the stitch marker, remove it and add 1 single crochet there. Make sure that you poke the hook in 2 loops. In this single crochet, I go 2 loops like so. So add 1 single crochet there, chain 7, and you're gonna skip all that 7 stitches, and right there where you have the middle of stitch marker, in the middle part, you add 2 double crochet in that same stitch, chain 1. Okay, I remove stitch marker. Chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and this is the combination of shell stitch in this design. And now you're going to chain 7. It's like the same with the other side. So chain 7, skip 7 stitches, and you're going to add single crochet in where you have your stitch marker there, 1 single crochet, and make sure you poke the hook into 2 loops like the other side. And then you're just gonna add 1 half double crochet front loop only in each stitch across, and you will have half double crochet front loop only in this side also, 28 half double crochet front loop only in total. Just make sure you did in the last stitch as well. So for that, I always ask you to count. This way you don't miss anything. And this is how you complete your row 1 of shell stitch rows. So now let's continue row 2. You're going to do the same like row 1. Chain 2, turn your work. The only different thing is the middle part. So from here, you're going to add half double crochet front loop only until you arrive before the single crochet from previous row. And you should have 28 half double crochet front loop only again. So when you arrive here at the single crochet from previous row, you're going to add single crochet there. And now you're gonna add another single crochet around, I would say just add around, but in this part I add in 1 of the single crochet, the first single crochet, but you can add around as well. It's the same thing, whatever you do. And now you're gonna chain 6 and skip the 6 chain from previous row. Anyway, you're gonna have 6 chain left because you add 1 single crochet in 1 of those chain. And now you're gonna add shell stitch inside of chain 1 space of shell stitch from previous row. You remember shell stitch is a combination of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. And now you're just gonna do the same kind of mirroring with the other side. So chain 6 and skip 6 chain and add 1 single crochet into the last chain from previous row. Then 1 single crochet into the single crochet from previous row. And then you're just gonna add 1 half double crochet front loop only in each stitch across, and you should have 28 half double crochet front loop only on that side as well. So it's pretty much the same every row. You're going to have 28 half double crochet front loop only onto the right and the left. The only thing that different is in the middle part, and I'm going to show you from now on only in the middle part. So here row 3, after 28 half double crochet front loop only, you're gonna meet the single crochet again, and now you're going to add 1 single crochet into single crochet from previous row, 1 single crochet into the next one. There's another single crochet there. And now you're gonna add 1 more single crochet. Now I go around the chain instead, it's easier. You add more 1 single crochet there, and now chain 5. So you follow, you have total this row of 3 single crochet, chain 5, and now you add shell stitch into chain 1 of shell stitch from previous row. I hope it gets easier by now, because it's actually just a little calculation in the middle part and it's very doable. Now you're gonna chain 5. And you can just now add 1 single crochet around the chain and 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 single crochet stitches. You see, now you are having something like that. I hope so. And now just repeat the other side. Now row 4 after you got your 28 half double crochet front loop only. Now prepare for single crochet. You're going to add 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 single crochet from previous row and extra 1 more single crochet in that chain space. Now chain 4. Now you're gonna add shell stitch inside of that chain 1 space of shell stitch from previous row. Chain 4 and add 1 single crochet in that chain space and 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 single crochet from previous row. And again, you're going to do 1 half double crochet front loop only in each stitch, which is 28 half double crochet front loop only again, so it's the same thing. Let's do that and meet you in row 5. Now time for single crochet. So you add 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 single crochet from previous row. And you're gonna add 1 more in that chain space. So in total it's 5 single crochet. Chain 3 and add shell stitch inside of that chain 1 space, shell stitch from previous row. Chain 3 and you're gonna add 1 single crochet in that chain space. It's much easier not to just add in the chain space. And 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 single crochet from previous row. Again, this side you will have 5 single crochet in total, and you're just gonna continue the same the other bra cup side. You already know, 28 half double crochet front loop only. And meet you in row 6. Here we go, row 6. After you have 28 half double crochet front loop only, now prepare into the middle part. Add 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 single crochet from previous row. And add 1 more single crochet in that chain space. So in total you have 6 single crochet. Chain 2, add shell stitch into chain 1 space of shell stitch from previous row. Chain 2 and 1 single crochet into that chain space, 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 single crochet from previous row. And you're going to add 28 half double crochet front loop only in this side. And I'm just gonna stop to guide you because row 7 and row 8 you're going to repeat row 6. So I'm gonna meet you when you're done with row 8 and I'm gonna show you how to do the side body. So here my row 8 have complete. You should have something like this as well. And now we're going to add the stitch marker into the last row of your cup. It should be last row of your cup. Add the stitch marker there and we're gonna do a side body. Do not cut the yarn wherever you are in your last row of the body part. Just chain 2 to build up the yarn and add half double crochet at the end of the row. I would say add 15 half double crochet. That's what I did. So it's not too much and it's not too less. It's just a good number for the side body. So go ahead, add half double crochet evenly on the side, on the side body, which is end of the rows. And yeah, your last stitch should be where you have your stitch marker. And now row 2, chain 2, and you're gonna do like your body part is half double crochet front loop only in each stitch across. In this case you're going to have 15 half double crochet front loop only, and you're gonna repeat row 2. I have made in total of 11 rows. You can make more or less as you wish. You can just try it on and see how many rows you need, but I would suggest 11 rows for my size, and bigger size you can just try on your body and see how it fits on you. So yeah, go ahead, do as many rows as you wish, and I meet you when you're done. So I finished my row 11 and now we are preparing for loop row. I will show you how to do. Chain 3 and turn the work. We are going to slip stitch in the 4th stitch from hook. And you're going to slip stitch into each of the next 4 stitches. Then slip stitch into the next one, chain 3, slip stitch in the same stitch, create another loop, see? And now again you're going to slip stitch into the next 4 stitches. And now slip stitch into the next one, chain 3, slip stitch into the same stitch to create another loop. And now you're going to slip stitch into the next 3 stitches. And now slip stitch into the last stitch, chain 3, slip stitch into the same stitch to create the last loop. And voila, you're done in this side. You're going to chain 1 and cut the yarn, and this is the loops row that you need for crisscrossing for closure of your halter top. Don't forget to chain one and cut the yarn. This way is more secure, and you're going to repeat everything on the side body in the other side.
What it took to making you like a blossom of a tree or the color of a jewel. So divine is the feeling that I find, like a sweet mountain breeze and a fragment of my mind. I said, darling, you are all I want for sure. Darling, give me everything and more. I said, darling, ooh, yeah, girl, you know I miss you.